Good afternoon to everyone on YouTube and everyone that is viewing this video. I'm making this video because I wanted to tell you guys about my recent adventure that I went on. I found out that American Idol was doing a bus tour. And it was also their last season. It was their 15th season, their final season. I have not watched American Idol in a while. Like, I couldn't even tell you the last time I even watched American Idol. But I figured that since the bus tour was actually going to be in my city, I just figured, you know what, why don't I just try out, because music has been a part of my life ever since I was 10 years old, and I've always wanted to be a superstar. I've always wanted that record deal. I've always wanted, to, make a lot of money and support my family. And my mom, she was kind of skeptical about it because I had recently auditioned for that show 2 years ago, and I did an online audition, and I didn't make it on either one. So, she was just like, well, there's no reason for you to go down there if you're not going to make it. And I told her, I said, well, it might be me this year, so I just felt like I just should have taken the opportunity, which was really good of me on my part to take that opportunity. But the bad thing about it is that when we first got down there, like the whole experience was really, really great. It was really amazing. But when we first got down there, like, the lines was like wrapped all the way around, like from the very beginning from the very beginning of the street all the way to the very end, because the auditions was on Georgia Street. I got there at like 9 a.m. in the morning. I had woke up at like 6:30 in the morning. I had only gotten like 4 hours of sleep. So I'm sitting here saying to myself, okay, well, here we go again. We're going to, do these auditions all over again. It was nothing new to me because I had already done it so many times before. I did it at The Voice, America's Got Talent, and American Idol. I also auditioned for those other shows. So it was nothing new. The whole experience there was it was chaotic, emotional, frustrating, but also exciting at the same time. It was a bunch of different mixed emotions. We found out that there was over 6,000 people that auditioned, but at that time we didn't know that it was those many people until after we had auditioned. So that's why it took me so long to audition. I literally stood in line from 9 o'clock a.m. to 9 o'clock at night. I stood in line for 12 hours. It got so bad to the point to where my back was literally in pain and my feet were killing me, and people were getting frustrated. The security guard was rude. He was walking up to people saying rude stuff, and it was just very, very chaotic. People was getting upset. There were moments where I had to keep sitting down. Thank God there were places that we could sit down, and it's like every 30 minutes the line would move only a little bit. It would only move up a little bit. And I met a lot of real cool people down there. There was people down there that was really talented, that was really, really good. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, okay, well, whatever we go through, I just have to keep it positive. I have to be positive. And I was trying to keep a positive attitude because I didn't want any negativity ruining my day. I mean, at first it was really, really exciting, but then the frustrating part was, the long standing, like, oh my goodness, like, it was just really, really horrible. And the worst part about it is once our group finally got to, and then that's another thing, the people that was behind us, they was walking around and they was like cutting in front of us, and it was just so disorganized. And not to mention it was raining on and off, so we had to keep putting our raincoats on and taking them off. It was just so chaotic. It was just so crazy. So by the time we finally got up there to the green tent, you know, well, actually, before we got to the green tent, I I heard that over 2,000 people had auditioned, but only 20 made it. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm like, that is crazy. And I'm just saying to myself, I just hope I'm one of those people that makes it through to the next round. So so this whole entire time I'm standing there being positive. I'm having conversations with people. I just met lots and lots of cool people down there. Like, it was just all really great. It was all amazing. And the funny thing about it is, once we finally got to the green tent to register, I realized that we were all walking and circling all the way back around again. And at this time, it was like 7:30 going on 8 o'clock. So we had to stand in another line because I was told by somebody again that the producers of the show, they had left the building because I guess they was running out of time and the building was closing down. So they had moved the auditions outside. Which I felt like they should have had it more organized. Like, I felt like they should have did this like a whole completely different way. They should at least give us some numbers or something, to go by, and had us form different lines. But it's just that everything was just very disorganized. That was the most frustrating and chaotic part. But through all of that, I really stayed strong and I really stuck it out. Like, out of all the auditions I've been to, this was like one of the worst. Like, this was the longest I ever had to stand in line. But through it all, I went up to sing. I sung "If I Ain't Got You" by Alicia Keys. I killed it. I nailed it. I did really, really good. He called us up one by one to have us to sing after we gave him our papers. And then he has to go and stand back in line. He had this one girl with glasses. He had her to stay there, but he called the other 6 of us in front. He said something like, he said the competition's getting tough, and he said something about how the talent was getting really competitive. And he said that what he heard today wasn't what they were looking for. So then, I wasn't mad. I wasn't upset. But the other guy next to me, the black guy that was next to me, he wanted to take his paperwork back. But then the producer told him, he says, no, we have to keep that. The dude snatched the papers out of the producer's hand and he said, no. He said, no, I'm taking my stuff. And I'm thinking like, wow. So then we left the audition and that was pretty much it. And that was that. I'm not going to stop there. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep trying. If there's anything else, if there's anywhere that you guys, if there's any information that you could relate to me on where I could go and try out for anything else just to get my name out there, I just want to get my name out there. I want to get seen by somebody important. If there's any information you guys can relate to me, please drop it to me in the comment section or somewhere, like somewhere. I will really appreciate that. So that's my video for today. I gotta cut this video short because I gotta get ready and leave. So that's my experience, my American Idol experience. So hopefully I become famous one day. Not to mention I've sent demo tapes out. I haven't heard from those record labels yet. So that's all I have for you guys. Bye.